And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. We got a great one lined up because we got the SEC that is preparing to hook up retail, which is you and me, to be able to buy all these cryptos and utility coins and all this stuff. Then the next article we got is Brad Garlinghouse talking about the CFTC. So you have the SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. The brother sister to that is the Commodity Future Trading Commission, CFTC. Basically, all the trading in the United States. Not a big deal. I'm going to show you what's going on. I don't care what the prices are. What I'm going to show you right now is how they're getting set up to let you and me in. Okay? Not caring about, let's see, not caring about the Clarities Act. I've been telling you about the Clarities Act is not going to probably pass until they let it, but I've been telling you that shit wasn't going to pass back in February. And all these other channels, remember? The Clarities Act, all the dumb shit, right? All the channels predicting this and that. Well, look how that worked out again, huh? Zero. But who was right? Crypto Hulk. That's why I've got a loyal following. Because these people that watch my program, they just say, Crypto Hulk, just tell us what's going to happen. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't put sugar around the poison. Just shove that poison down our throats. And I'll be like, okay, I like that. So that's why people watch my program, is because I have shown to know what's going to happen. I don't know when. That shit don't matter. Nobody knows. All these fake channels predict, oh, this will happen in this time and that time. These people are so fucking stupid and you're so fucking desperate. That's a barrier. Have some self-respect. Watch Crypto Hulk show. Notice how Crypto Hulk talks about shit 6 to 8 months in advance. We're always ready. We were talking about Canton coin for 9 to 12 months before it even hit the market. And we do that shit all the time, okay? This whole fiasco with the Clarities Act, and all these channels want to try to create hype so they get clicks on their fucking channel. I'm not trying to cater to the dumb shit, man. Like, if I don't like you, I'll just tell you, get the fuck off my show. I'll probably clown you a little bit first and then kick your ass off my show. I don't fucking care about the numbers, man. That's not how I'm running shit here. I got people that support this channel. I don't need to kiss up the dumb shits. That's how it works. I'm not trying to get all the crypto space to watch my show. 90% of these motherfuckers I don't even want on my show. I don't even like the people in crypto as it is. Yeah, I got a sponsor, or let's say a crypto law firm, and I have a crypto brokerage that's a partner of mine, not a sponsor. And yeah, they got other social media influencers and shit. Let me just tell you something. I don't like to meet other people for anything. There you go. Now, these other people, I'm not going to say who, just these other people, whoever the fuck that is, they want to network. They want to do this. They want to meet the other crypto social influencers. Hey, can we do this and collaborate? Dude, I'm not trying to do that fucking dumb shit. Because now, without mentioning last names, we all saw how a guy named Zach hooked up with a fucking dipshit named Jake, and one person claims the other one ripped him off. That's exactly why I'm not trying to get mixed up with people on YouTube, Facebook, and all that dumb shit, man. These motherfuckers, I don't need them. I'm not trying to collaborate with the Dumb and Dumber Dildo Brothers and shit. I'm not trying to do all that, man. All these people are out there trying to do is run these businesses and get you mixed in, get you into their millionaire mindset groups and all that fucking dumb shit. I know a guy right now on my show who's got a membership with Jake. I don't mention last names, and he can't get his money out of Jake's little fucked up system. And he's been trying for 3 months. He's getting close to calling the Crypto Hulk lawyer to do it, but he's like, damn, Crypto Hulk, this motherfucker won't give me my money back. There you go. You join Jake and his fucked up crew and his global mindset and all that dumb shit. You know. Now, I don't have a problem. Look, I don't got a problem with Zach or nothing like that. I don't know the guy. I met him once. I'm not calling out anybody on anything. Seems like a nice guy. I have no idea. And you know what? I don't care. I'm not here to make friends. That's not my job. I'm not here to collaborate. Hey, let's collab. I'm not trying to do that fucking shit, man. These people, when I go to these little functions, they always want to try to click up with me and try to get me to work. Dude, I'm not trying to work with people. My job is to work with you from behind this camera. That's the extent of it, man. I'm trying to show you everything. I'm a researcher. And guess what? I research on my own. I got Grok and everything. So I got me, myself, and I. So I got like 4 people. Okay. But Crypto Hulk, Grok's not a person. Shut up. It's always a kid named Jimmy that's asking the fucking dummy questions. So yeah, I research and I report to you what I find. That's all I do. I'm not trying to join nothing with nobody and become a part of nothing. I'm not trying to be people like, well, I want to become a part of something bigger. You know what? I'm already part of something big. There's nothing bigger than my ego, so I don't need to join any fucking groups, all right? My job is I got people that call me and pay me to talk on the phone to figure out what is going on so they can get rich. That's what I do. These are the people that I need to, if you want to call collab with, they're calling me up and I'm explaining to them, some guy's wanting to dump this crypto or dump that. Crypto Hulk, what do you think about this? Or should I, what should I do with this crypto? And I'm like, look, man, I'm not an investor. I got them, and they always ask me, just give me the Chucky answer. Pretend you and Chucky snorted 3,000 pounds of coke. And I'm like, look, man, I research and I show you results. And I don't like to get into investing questions because that's not what I do. If you want to pump dump and where, dude, that's up to you, man. But what my job is to research. Yeah, you can ask me, hey, Crypto Hulk, what do you know about this crypto? And then compare it to the other one. And if you personally were to buy this or sell, what would you do? I could probably answer that kind of a question because my answer will be, I would buy this one and then I would sell that one. That's what I would do. So nowhere in that little sentence did the word you come in there, right? Yeah. So that's how I do stuff. If you're comfortable with that, then join my membership for $200, at least for a month. I can go over your portfolio and stuff. And then I can tell you what I would do because I definitely can't tell you what you should do. All right. With that, let me look on here. Rumor is Crypto Hulk is joining the XRP army next week. Oh, God, yes, please. Can I join? Can I join the XRP army? I'll suck everybody's dick. I just want to be in the XRP army. Oh, my God, man. That's so fucking embarrassing. No, I will never join that fucking stupid ass shit. Let us start. My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. Not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about financial advice. Don't buy anything I would buy. Don't sell anything I would sell. Just don't watch anything on my... Matter of fact, don't even watch my program, okay? This is the most surefire way for you to get financially ass-raped, okay? Now, let's get in to some really good news. Let me show you this one. Okay, focus on my research. Forget about the news out there, okay? Forget about, because you're going to get excited. Something's going to happen, and dog shit coin's going to go to 50 cents. And then a week later, it's going to be $1. Crypto Hulk, I'm going to buy dog shit coin, and then when it hits $3, I'm going to sell it, and then go, dude, please don't do the dumb shit. Listen to what the fuck I'm telling you. Focus on my news. focus on my show, which is handpicked, curated articles, and ignore what you see on the news, I'm telling you what, you're going to get fucking distracted and you're going to get wrecked. I got a guy that asked me the other day, I think he's got like $300,000 in XRP or some shit, right? He's like, Crypto Hulk, XRP was $1.60 and now it's down at 95 cents or something. Or what was it? Yeah. Then it went up to $1.60. He's like, Crypto Hulk, should I sell like half of it off? Because it's going to dump that back down to 99 cents again, right? I'm like, look, man, here we go again. He's like, well, no, I know you can't give me financial advice. I'm like, look, you're trying to get financial advice. We're talking about one of the most important cryptos on the entire planet. And you're okay. You're trying to make $70,000, and that's great. And that's good money. But can that buy me a mansion? No. Can that buy me a Porsche? No. It can probably get me a 5-year-old Porsche Macan GTS with about 40,000 miles on it. 30,000, 25 if you're lucky. That's about what 70 could get you. Maybe a 3-year-old Macan. Okay, so that's what we're not talking. What if like you're gonna live in your car? So that's why I got these people. Just the facts, Jack. I'm here for the straight shoot and verbal and verbal abuse, Hulk. The reason I talk the way that I am is just look. You can't get your feelings hurt. If you can mentally handle my program, then when all this roller coaster of a market, it's coming. If you can't handle me, you can't handle that roller coaster. I'm trying to show you facts now. Focus. I'm trying to show you what to focus on. Don't be distracted when these prices start going crazy. This guy wants to know at $1.60, should he dump half his XRP? He's got $300,000 worth of XRP. He wants to dump 150 when it hit $1.65. He wanted to take of his $300,000 worth of XRP, sell half of it in hopes that it dumps back to $1 and then buy it all back. I'm like, dude, you're timing the market then. It's about how much time in the market you have. If I have the world's most valuable crypto, which is XRP, in my opinion, Crypto Hulk, you make fun of Brad Garlinghouse voting for Democrats. Okay, some of you guys don't fucking have a clue in your fucking head. I'm not a respecter of crypto. I'm an opportunist. I'm going to go where I find money. That's my goal. I know XRP is valuable. I don't have a whole lot. I got a wide range of cryptos. So if they try to fuck me on my XRP, I got like 15, 20 other cryptos. They can go suck fat dicks, okay? They try to make XRP a reserve currency of the world, a bridge currency of the world, I mean. And then the Ripple Labs will be the money for the rich. Circle will be the stable coin for the poor. That's how this works out in the end. It's all formalities until then. That's how this goes. I'm thinking this guy's ready to give up the world's bridge currency to try to make $70,000. Like, God, man. Like, stop with that. It goes to 50 cents. So what? Well, I could have made all this money. Yeah, and you could have lost everything too. See, I'm trying to make all the money I can and not lose a dime. That's just me. Because it's coming. This crypto is coming. The rocking and rolling is coming. And some dumb shits out there are going to start getting ideas on getting a little bit too greedy. And that's how you get your cheeks clapped. I will miss out. Hey, there's people out there buying and selling this XRP shit and making 50 to 100,000 extra. I don't care. I'll tell you what, I'm the kind of guy I could put my money in, set it, forget it, walk away, come back in a year. I'm not going to be buying and selling. Look, I don't care. That's just that's how I'm set up. I can go to sleep and wake up and I'm not worried about nothing. I know what I've invested. Now let's get into this article here. I'm showing you what's coming, everybody. Here's why I'm talking about all this shit. Why are we talking about XRP and buying and selling? Because here's why. This article. The SEC chair, everybody. The SEC chair wants FINRA to see what Paul Atkins is doing is what all the Democrats won't allow to happen. The Democrats and all these people at Ripple, and I'll mention their names because I have zero fucks given. All these jackasses that work at Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, David Schwartz, the communist, let's see, Chris Larson, that fucking asshole, and then Jed McCaleb, that dumb shit. Cryptoholic, how can you say all these things? Aren't they the leaders of the XRP army? These people are these stupid fucking Democrats. So what happens is they all vote for the Democrats. And look what the Democrats are doing. Delay, delay, delay. It's not the Republicans. Oh, no. It's all the Democrats. And Chris Larson's like, I'll keep donating to make sure Joe Biden wins. He's one of the biggest dick suckers on the planet. So what we have to do under Trump, and look, I'm not a follower of Trump. I don't follow. You know who I follow? Myself. That's who I follow. The SEC chair wants FINRA to develop an exam to qualify accredited investors. So they're getting it all set up, everybody. I want you to see. This is for retail, okay? They are getting all of this set up right now. This is why they're doing this. This won't make the news. No, because you can't invest right now on this and make money 5 hours later and be rich. So nobody pays attention to this kind of news except me, because I don't give a shit. If it takes me a year or two to get rich or 3, then I guess that's how long I have to fucking wait. You think people are like me? No. These motherfuckers need the news now. I gotta have more hits on my channel. I gotta do this. I don't give a fuck about hits. I was making $1 million a month, and YouTube wants to jack me down to $180,000 a month. They can go suck fat dicks. YouTube. I hope they're listening too. Their algorithm. YouTube's the biggest fucked up platform in this universe. Alrighty then, let's continue. Securities and Exchange Commission Paul Atkins took another step. Paul Atkins took another step to expanding who may qualify as an accredited. I don't even understand what the fuck. Who wrote this article? Miriam Rosen. Miriam Rosen, you're so fucking stupid. You can't even put a sentence together like you put a sentence together like a common imbecile. Adkins told his staff to work with the financial industry. She's probably English as a second language, and she was probably a minority hire as well. Adkins told his staff to work with the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority to develop an examination for retail investors. To demonstrate retail investors, Adkins told his staff to work with FINRA to develop an exam for retail investors like us to demonstrate whether they have the financial, I'm very sophisticated, whether they have the financial sophistication to invest in private market securities. Oh, shit, Monica. Other industry stakeholders, including securities industry and Financial Markets Association president, told lawmakers they too supported the creation of such a test. Everybody, the whole fucking financial market is getting ready to create an exam for dumb shit people like you and me so we can take this test so that we can buy crypto legally, okay? Like professional crypto purchasing, all right? Just saying. The existing while the dumb shit people are out there. Well, it's the Clarities Act isn't passing. Da 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 da. Look, I don't fucking care about that shit, man. I've been telling you from February, zero fucks given about Clarities Act. That shit ain't gonna pass until the very last minute when they're gonna force something through. So why I don't even bother talking about that on my show. The other channels always, they'll be talking about that. Hey, let's get Jeremy Hogan on the show and John Deaton and get their perspective. That was so fucking, man, that's an ass-kissing move. That's like when you're so fucking desperate, you get Jeremy Hogan and John Deaton on your show to try to boost your ratings. That's like, hey, Jeremy Hogan, John Deaton, let me give both you guys blowjobs so you can come on my show. Like, that is so fucking embarrassing. I never had that shit. And not once did I talk about the Ripple trial for like 4 years in the show. Let's continue. The existing regulations around investing in Regulation D, private offerings, are based primarily on wealth. So far, to be an accredited investor, it's been based on wealth. Now, in 1982, it's stated that you had to have a household income of $200,000 a year in order to buy Regulation D private offering securities, okay? That is, I'm 56, so that's quite an amount of years ago, 46 years ago or some shit like that. So the SEC thought back in 1982, if you make $200,000 a year, you're an accredited investor, all right? Or if you have a $1 million in net worth, not including your house, you're an accredited. Oh, I got $1 million, and I can pull that right out of my ass right now. Although the notion of updating those accredited investor qualifications has floated around Washington for decades, advocates gained a boost in August of 2025 when who? President Donald Trump, no other president except Donald Trump, issued an executive order calling on the SEC to consider revising the definition. Everybody, in 1982, Reagan was president. He started in 80. I remember because I was 10 years old and I was really happy until I was 18 when Reagan was in office. Anyway, might I digress? What's happening is for the very first time since 1982, the only president to have and order the SEC to review these investment guidelines has been Donald Trump, nobody else. And last year, Trump put out that executive order calling on the SEC to consider revising, changing the definition of an accredited investor. No other president. You can say all kinds of shit about whatever president you want. I don't really give a fuck, honestly. I just care about how rich I get and does it make America great again. That's the only thing I consider. Let's see. Those proposals included ones to expand the accredited investor definition to include additional measures of sophistication by excluding individuals whose professional experience or financial knowledge qualifies them to purchase. The current standard unfairly, Trump says, the current SEC standard unfairly limits Americans' participation in capital markets. That's why I love this fucking president. I don't give a shit about anything else. He committed 23 felonies, man. I don't fucking care, man. That's where I'm at in life. I just don't fucking care. What I care about is Trump says the current standards for investor protection are fucking dumb shit. That's what the president says. I 100% agree. I'm just paraphrasing. They said at the SEC, income and net worth qualifications have remained the same for about 45 years, given inflation. Eligible accredited investors have increased the percent. So back in 1983, the people that made $200,000 a year were 2% of the population. Nowadays in the United States, they make up 20% of the population. Trump is trying to get all the brokies like you and me involved in this, because that's how you drive the stock market like fucking crazy, right? That's what they want, okay? Trump is not concerned, this is what I'm seeing, about locking out all the brokies. He's trying to bring all these brokies into the system. That's what I'm seeing right here. So with that, I'm going to click out of that article. I'm going to check the comments, see what the fuck you guys are talking about. Robert Bobby Driscoll. We got Rob. What does Rob have to say? Hulk is in top form today. Great show. Thank you, Roberto. Amigo. Hulk's not holding back today. Look, man, I make a show for you. I'm not giving a fuck about what 100% of the people that watch my show think. Are they paying me? Are they members of my show? Do they make my paycheck? No. Where I'm spending hours and hours and hours. My whole life is this fucking show. For real. I make these shows. I don't have time to do shit. I don't have outside hobbies. I lift weights. I make a show in the morning. Not now, because I almost fucking died and shit just lately. Not a big deal. My appendix, I mean, not my appendix, but my pancreas and shit is all kinds of so fucked up. You have no idea. But I have no life outside of the show. I'm not complaining. I love this show. I like being able to fuck the system over by showing us poor people how to get rich. YT is so fucking butthurt that I'm not like a bit boy, allegedly showing all the scammy coins all these years and having 1 million followers and misleading hundreds of thousands of people and everything. I don't do that. I made a choice 3 weeks into my program back in 2020. Within 3 weeks, I had 8,500 subscribers. And then I knew my show went flatline for a whole year. I couldn't gain any. In my top chat, after 3 to 4 weeks, I had 600-700 people. Yep. Right now, I should have 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000 people in a top chat. Oh, yeah. I should have 1 million subscribers and all that. Oh, yeah. But you know what? I do what I got to do. I can't do scammy shit. I can't do the hype, showing you dumb shit cryptos. Maybe they're not scams, but I can't do all that. So what do I do now? I rely on a small group of people to support my channel. And with that, you get one of the best. I'm going to say you get one of the top 3 on the internet. I don't know who the other 2 would be, and I don't give a fuck, but I know I'm one of them in that top 3. So, currently standards are anti-competitive. Bring on the brokies. And I got these people from MIT. That encourages me when I hear about them. They're watching this show and they know. They're little government contractors and they know Crypto Hulk knows. I know that I know. All right, next article is, where are we at? Bradley Garlinghouse, one of my favorites. Let's do a copy paste right here. Let's see what Bradley Garlinghouse has to say. So the first news article, very, very encouraging, okay? They're opening up all this shit to you and me. That's what they're doing. That's why I read that to you. Next, Bradley Garlinghouse, our hero. We should put a Superman cape around him, have him flying. Somebody should make some AI video of him flying around in a cape. All right. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse calls the CFTC's New crypto panel and Olympic roster. White House crypto advisor Patrick Witt said agencies are locked and loaded to act if the Clarities Act fails. Ripple CEO Garlinghouse joined the inaugural CFTC Innovation Advisory Committee, calling it the Olympic roster of crypto. Okay, so what we got is this. If you haven't seen, my first article was about how the SEC is going to bring you and me into the accredited investor program. Okay, that's one. The next thing is we got the CFTC, and they have an advisory committee, which Garlinghouse is calling the Olympic roster of crypto. Everybody, it's coming. You need to have patience. You need to focus on my program and fuck off all this news that's out there, okay? This other new shit will have you chasing unicorns you'll never get, pots of gold at the end of the rainbow that don't exist, and at the end of the day, you're going to look like a fucking jackass, okay? Stop chasing the dumb shit. Focus on Crypto Hulk fundamental news program, and you will not be turned in the wrong direction, all right? Ripple CEO Garlinghouse joined the inaugural CFTC Innovation Advisory Committee, calling it the Olympic roster of crypto. The SEC proposed its first time ever crypto securities framework this week. Are you hearing me? This is what I'm talking about, everybody. These two agencies are getting everything all set up for you and me, and they're not waiting for the Democrats' vote. Maxine Waters and that fucking bitch Pelosi and shit, they can go fuck themselves. Okay, the Republicans, we're not waiting. We're done with the dumb shit. We're going to start this off. Businesses are going to start using crypto. The Democrats can yell and scream and try to talk about illegals and fucking shit nobody gives a fuck about, okay? Yeah, Brian Armstrong saying he's pretty optimistic the Clarities Act would have 60 votes in September. You know what? Personally, Crypto Hulk doesn't give a fuck, right? Brian Armstrong has been saying this, oh, it's going to pass, oh, this, oh, that. Here we are, 8 months later, still saying that shit, right? Okay, that's why I don't give a fuck about none of this news. Do I give a fuck what Brian Armstrong says? No. You know what I give a fuck about? My news. That's the fuck I give about, all right? Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse joined the inaugural Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Bravo, Bradley. So it's an innovation advisory committee alongside traditional finance giants. Everybody, you need to understand Crypto Hulk news. You can't do it by watching my show for 15 minutes. You dumb shits you'll learn later when you're fucking ass raped with nothing, okay? You've got to understand what's on my program, and then you'll have peace of mind. You'll be like, damn, man, Crypto Hulk explained that shit exactly. I know exactly what's going on. So the CFTC, okay, the SEC is trying to get us in as accredited investors. That's part one of this story. Part two of the story is the CFTC has an advisory committee which is going to help get all the commodities and futures hooked in to the SEC. Okay, they're going to have its own pathway to legislation. They're going to have its own pathway so you and me can buy these things, and we can avoid the whole Democrats, we're not going to vote, we're just going to sit in our diapers and shit their pants. This reminds me of a story. Way back in 1988, I worked out with this guy, and he was married and had a little kid. And we're at the table, his dinner table, and the kid's in diapers. And I could see him going, like, you know what he's doing, right? And I'm sitting there eating, and I kind of have a feeling this kid's going to fucking shit his pants. Because he was getting all mad and shit, and his parents told him to calm down. He was like a little baby or so, I don't know, 1 year old or something, 1.5. And I could see him get real frustrated. He just sat there. He stopped, dropped his little spoon, just went like that. And then later I saw him reach in and pull out fucking shit at the table. Okay. Crypto Hope, where's this coming from? I don't know why I remember that and what it has to relate to this, but I thought it'd be an interesting little morning story. So let's continue. You need to have a little bit of fun in life, right? Little kid's name was Ryan. Ripple CEO, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse joined the inaugural Commodity Future Trading Commission Innovation Advisory Committee alongside traditional finance giants. We're bringing the traditional finance giants, everybody, in talks with the Commodities Future Trading Commission. This is big because they're going to create something that's going to open up the floodgates to allow all these tokenized assets to make you and me so rich you have no idea, okay? That's why we're all here, right? Not to hear me tell stories about some little toddler pulling shit out at the table at dinner time. Ryan Allen was his name. Ryan Allen. Little kid, right? He's probably, I don't know, 35 right now or 40. He's probably 40 or some shit. I have no idea. Ryan will appreciate that. Garlinghouse called the gathering the Olympic roster of crypto, saying the committee also included NASDAQ's involved. Not a big deal. New York Stock Exchange is involved. Not a big deal. CBOE markets involved. Not a big deal. The Options Clearing Corporation and the DTCC is involved. Not a big deal. Everybody, when I mention DTCC, you better give me 2 cryptos right off the top of your head that are involved with that shit. I'm not saying a word until I get the 2 magic cryptos right now. Name that shit right now. 2 cryptos. I just said the DTCC is involved in this little click. They're having a little party at the Commodity Future Trading Center. Brad Garlinghouse is there, midget strippers and stuff, and the DTC is there. What 2 fucking cryptos are there? Please, God, you guys answer this question. Oh, God, we're striking out here. Canton Coin is one, and XLM is the other. Very, very good. Awesome. You guys passed. We'll throw in Ondo. I'll throw in Ondo. But it's really, I think, Canton Coin and Stellar. Those are the 2 major ones. I want to limit it to those 2. XLM and Canton Coin. Very good. Let me continue. You guys who could answer that right away, you know exactly what the fuck's going on. What crypto show are you watching that's teaching you all these things? I'm just curious. Asking for a friend. But for a crypto gathering, there were a lot of traditional financial players in the room. Everybody, do you understand this? They're having a big old meeting. Brad Garlinghouse says it's the Olympics of the biggest names. You got traditional finance there. The DTCC there, you guys, like, they move all the value in the world, about $5 quadrillion a year. Do you see how big? I'm not concerned about a crypto price right now. When I get my paycheck, my little affiliate paycheck, I'm blowing that shit on the first of the month with crypto. Bam, that shit's gone. The minute that I see it in my account, gone in 60 seconds. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't give a fuck how whatever's going on with these crypto prices. I don't care if the Clarities Act is going to pass next week. I don't fucking care. I know where this ends up. It doesn't end up with Canton at 11 cents. It doesn't end up with HBAR at 7 cents. You and me, we know where all this ends up. And with these crypto prices, you're just like me. The minute you get some fucking money within your budget, whenever you get some money within your budget, that fucking shit's gone, isn't it? Just like that. Because we know these crypto prices this cheap, it's not going to be like this. Now is the time. All these big wigs are in a room. Brad Garlinghouse is always in the room with somebody. Whether it's Trump, I mean, it's just you and me. Oh, there's the picture of Brad Garling. Okay, look, man, I'm going to copy. Here's a link. Go to this link right now. I want to show you guys. We are so right. Look where we're at. Look what I'm showing you right here. This is X, Twitter, whatever you want to fucking call it. There's Brad Garlinghouse shooting out a tweet. There is Brad Garling. Where is Vitalik Buterin? Where is any other crypto company in this fucking room? The answer is they're not there. Brad Garlinghouse sitting right there. Where was everybody else? Where's fucking Polkadot? Where's Ethereum? Where's Bitcoin? There's no fucking buddy except Brad Garlinghouse in this room. But I thought XRP was a banking meme coin. Those little guys fucking each other in the ass and laughing about XRP. Wow, they're so fucking embarrassing. Grown men giggling like that, like two little schoolgirls and shit. That's fucking disgusting. So we got Garlinghouse sitting in this fucking room right there with the biggest in the industry, DTs, all the biggest shots in the world. And you got Brad Garlinghouse. What is the title? It's the next section. It says locked and loaded. White House crypto advisor Patrick Witt told Coinage. Coinage is the article here, the news platform. Told Coinage on Friday that he was as bullish as optimistic on the Clarities Act. Again, I don't care about what's happening on September 15th, but as far as being bullish, I already know. I don't know when the date is when the shit takes off. You know what I do know? Juno. I'm telling you what, Juno. I blowed out this picture. I'm seeing all these American flags in a CFTC room, and I got Brad Garlinghouse sitting right there. And I got all these big shots of all the world's biggest companies right there. I'm looking at traditional finance CEOs, and I got Brad Garlinghouse sitting in a room right there. Am I worried? I'm not worried about a fucking thing, man. Why? Because my show's based on facts. I'm looking at this right here. The crypto Hulk. Why aren't the prices up? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not even going to talk about it because you're so fucking stupid. You won't even understand anyway. See, that's why I don't explain crypto to people anymore. They're too fucking stupid to understand. I'm not trying to throw my pearls at swine, all right? Next. Seals Q. Here's an article about Seals Q. Seals Q lands design win for what? A palm vein biometric payment terminal. Now, some of you guys have that Seals Q stock. No other channel talks about that except Crypto Hulk. Wise Key, we talk about that. HBAR, we talk about that. The Quant crypto, we talk. No other channel. No other channel. What happened here, Crypto Hulk? Quantum resistant security chip is slated for integration into palm vein payment terminals for transit and merchant allocations. I already told everybody. Indian biometric developer called Palm Technologies plans to integrate Seals Q. Oh, shit, man. It's a quantum resistant security chip into its MetPalm version 1. It's a palm vein biometric authentication terminal for metro and toll payment applications. The company says that secure hardware design. Now let's look here on the New York Stock Exchange. We got brand new people who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So let me show you right here. Let's do this. We're talking about this company right here, which a lot of Crypto Hawk fans have this stock. So what we got is Seals Q. Now, Seals Q is working with a crypto called, they created a crypto called Quant, Q-A-I-T, which I have a lot of. It's 0.002 cents. You could literally be on welfare and buy this shit. When this coin came out at first, it was 2 cents. Now it's 0.002 because they had the airdrop shit, which I love. Dumped the price, and now I've got a fuck ton of it. Now, all of this is built with this crypto called HBAR, which you better have at least 50,000 of. At a minimum, it is now 7 cents. It used to be about 41 cents. So you're actually getting it at a discount price. Just thought I'd let you know. And there's your HBAR right there. You can buy it at Caleb and Brown, my sponsor. I prefer you buy it at Caleb and Brown. Helps the channel out. Since I used to get a million hits, I used to get a million hits a month on my channel until YouTube fucked me. And now I only get 185,000. I lose out on a tremendous amount of advertising money and all that shit. So I would appreciate if you'd support my Crypto Hulk lawyer and the Caleb and Brown crypto broker, because that'll support this channel in turn, which keeps me going, and YouTube can go back to sucking fat dicks and chopping down my money that I lose on all the commercial. I'm losing probably 80% of commercial money, and that's okay because I got fans that hopefully support the channel and say, hey, Crypto Hulk, I find your channel valuable. Sorry that YouTube's fucking you over at 80%. I'm going to try to do what I can to support whatever efforts you do so you can make money on stuff. I'd say thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'll continue to give you unbiased, real information. Just give me real cash, all right? So you've got this Indian company working with Seals Q, who's working with HBAR, and they're all going to use this Quant, Q-A-I-T token eventually in stuff like this. So I'm showing you early. We're very early on all this. How much is that Quant? $2.50. What a deal. So they're using this Palm to have quantum resistant chips, a totally secure quantum system no one's going to hack into for physical identification. No one's going to hack in, steal your stuff, because it's all quantum proof because of the crypto, the coin, and the company we've all invested in on this program. We believe the partnership can create a foundation for recurring demand across high growth markets, including payments, mobility, defense. Are you hearing this? Let me copy paste this. I want you to see what's going on. It's not just about crypto, people. This goes so deep. Look what's involved. Look what I'm going to show you right here. We believe, okay, what is all that's involved here with Seals Q, Quant, Hedera, and all that? Look right here. We're talking about payments, mobility, defense communication. Everybody, that's 3-layer government agencies. That's what I'm showing you right here. We're talking about drones, electric vehicles, robotics, Internet of Things. This is so fucking huge what I'm showing you right here. It's not just someone's fucking handprint. When I show you this right there, bam, you're like, holy shit, Crypto Hulk. Defense communications and drones and shit. Oh, yeah, this is not just taking some fucking hand shots, okay? This goes way deeper than that. That's why Crypto Hulk is here to show you this is the fucking real deal. These cryptos that I showed you right here, HBAR, Quant, Hedera, and all that, buy that shit. If you buy stocks, load up on the fucking HBAR shit. NYSE, the Seals Q shit, buy that. All this stuff right here, massively, massively important in government defense and all that stuff. This goes way, way beyond Shiba Inu and Bitcoin. This is a whole new another level of controlling the whole entire world. That's what I'm showing you here. While all these cryptos are super cheap, that's what my job is to let you know now. Because a year or two from now, when Seals Q's at like $500 and shit, you got fucking ripped off because you never got in. You fucked up, okay? Because you're chasing all these other dumb channels with all their fucking stupid shit they do, and you're not focusing on my research. These are the only these are so massive right here. I'm going to end the show with that. You got the article. Look that shit up for yourself. The Department of Science and Technology targets quantum resilience across. Guess who's working with all these Department of Science and Technology? Seals Q, Wise Key, HBAR, all these people. Everything I'm showing you right here. This is the backbone of the future of defense and payments in the entire world. I'm showing you all this right now. You have an opportunity. Don't fuck it up like you did everything else in your investment career, right? All right. That will be the end of today's program. I don't think I'm going to make another program. I may or may not. I doubt it. I'm still sick. I've still got this. Yeah, I'm not good. So I definitely have a program tomorrow. It'll be on Patreon, but I don't know if I can make another show today. I'm just obviously not feeling well. But that'll do it for now. So I'll see y'all in the next one.